Audio Jungle.
Alright, Assalamu alaikum guys. Here we are with the आपके पास questions regarding the gravitational field. आपके पास we'll be doing the first question, that is May June 17, that is P41 question 1. The examiner says explain how a satellite may be in a circular orbit around a planet. So how will it happen? How a satellite may be in a circular orbit around a planet, क्योंकि आपके पास satellite आपके पास revolve करती है around any planet. तो simple वहाँ पे एक concept है which I told you in the actually while I was explaining the notes. आपके पास concepts क्या है कि आपके पास let's say this is a planet, let's say this is a planet, let me write it with a P, and let's say a satellite is revolving around it. A satellite is revolving around it, so there might be some force of attraction, there might be some force of attraction on the satellite, due to which the satellite may revolve around the planet. So what will I write? The satellite revolves the satellite revolves around a planet because the force of attraction from the planet from the planet on the moon on the satellite sorry on the satellite provides centripetal force provides centripetal force. Alright, so this is actually the concept. Alright, let's move on to the next concept. We have something more over here, that is आपके पास, let's say in part B, examiner says the earth and moon may be considered to be uniform spheres that are isolated in space. The earth has radius r and mean density rho. Alright, the moon mass m is in a circular orbit about the earth with radius nr as illustrated in figure 1.1. Alright, it is actually illustrated in figure 1.1, that is this one figure. We have this one moon that is orbiting around the earth, and this is the earth. Notice that from the radius, let's say this is the radius of the earth, this is the radius of the earth, that is I'm pointing it out, this is the radius of the earth, and so on. आपके पास क्या है, यहाँ से इसके अर्थ के सेंटर से लेके ऑर्बिट तक आपके पास जो टोटल लेंथ है दैट इज एन आर. अच्छा, इसमें रेडियस इन्वॉल्व है. ऑलराइट, रेडियस इज इन्वॉल्व. ऑलराइट, what the examiner is saying, the moon makes one complete orbit of the earth in time t. Alright, show that the mean density rho of the earth is given by the expression, this is the expression, rho 3 pi n cube upon gt square. How will we do that? We know that there is a force of gravitation or attraction of the earth that is being exerted on the moon, due to which the moon acquires centripetal force and revolves in a circular orbit around the earth. We know all this. Alright, let's move on. Now put in the formula in force of gravitation, that is G. Let's say m, the capital M is actually the mass of the earth. Alright, and the small m, let's say that as it is written over here, the moon mass m, the mass of the moon. So what will be the distance? The distance will be nr from the center of the earth to the orbits, or to the orbit, that will be nr square. Alright, now we'll use mr, and actually we have to use t, we have to determine t, we have to show that there is t present over here. So what will we do? We will actually do something over here. Okay, we will actually do something over here. Okay, we will actually substitute the formula in place of mc, that is mr omega square, बिकॉज उसके बगैर मैं टी नहीं ला सकता, बिकॉज ओमेगा इक्वल्स टू 2 पाई अपॉन टी, जो कि मैं आगे जाके करूँगा. ऑलराइट, लेट्स मूव ऑन. आपके पास लेट्स से दिस इज एक्चुअली व्हाट, दिस इज द एन आर. तो आई actually substituting it, I am simplifying it, that is n square r square, and this would be mass of the moon multiply the distance. So I would have substituted nr, which I didn't do, but now I am substituting it, that is because center of the earth से लेके orbit तक का radius, that is nr, and this is omega square. Now the next thing I have here, what will I do? that is g m m upon n or whole square. I can write it and multiply by this whole nr, that will be downwards. This is nr and this is what m omega square. The m on both sides will be cancelled out. What will I be left with? That is actually g m, alright, g m, and this will be what, n or whole cube, alright, according to the appropriate maths. Now we will actually put 2 pi upon t whole square. That will turn out to be what, I'm simplifying it further, that will turn out to be, let's say, um, this will be turning out to be, that will be g m upon n r cube, that will be 4 pi square upon t square. That will be this. Alright, let's move on. This will be what, this will be, in place of, I have to show density 2 over here. So what will I do? That will be g, and in place of mass, I will actually substitute rho v, that is n r whole cube, that is 4 pi square upon t square. So what will I do? I will actually, now this is going very much further, I will actually do this calculation, I will continue this calculation over here. Alright, now what will I do? That will be g rho, and in place of volume, as it's a sphere, I will actually substitute what, 4 upon 3, that will be pi, and this will be what, n r cube, this will be n r cube, and this will also be r cube, alright, and this will be 4 pi square upon t square. Now I'm actually simplifying it. What will I be left with? That will be g rho, that will be multiplied by 4 pi r cube, that will be n cube upon r cube on this side, and I will be left with 4 pi square, alright, 4 pi square upon 4 pi square upon t square. Alright, I will be left with this. What will I do? The 4 on both sides will cancel out, r cube will cancel out on both sides, this will be n cube will be left here. Now I will be left with something else. Now I am writing it up here. Alright, this will be, because I'm actually out of space, so I will be actually dealing with this will be g rho, and this will be pi on this side, and this will be n cube, and this will be or I will be left 1 pi, and 1 pi will be cancelled out, so there will be no pi over here, there will be only pi over here. This will be t square. Alright, and where's the 3? Alright, where's 3? 3 might be here. Alright, here's 3 too, here, over here. Alright, now tidy it up. Alright guys, Assalamu alaikum. This is the part C of the question, of the first question that we were doing in the previous video. Alright, the examiner says the radius r of the earth is 6.38 10 to the power 3 kilometers, and the distance between the center of the earth and the center of the moon is 3.84 10 to the power 5 kilometers. Notice that this value is equals to nr, alright, because this is the distance from the center of the earth to the orbit. Alright, let's move on. The period t of the orbit of the moon about the earth is 27.3 days. What will we do? Use the expression nb to calculate rho. What was the expression in b? That was rho equals to 3 pi n to the power, let me see the expression. Alright, that is 3 pi n cube upon gt. So we will actually use this expression, and what will we do? But we have to first calculate the value of n. So I'm actually calculating the value of n on the side, that is nr. We know that nr is actually what, 3.84 10 to the power 8 meters. I've actually converted it into meters by multiplying it by 1000, or else it would have been 10 to the power 5. Alright, what will I do? I have to find n. I will simply 3.84 10 to the power 8 divided by, that is the radius of the earth, that is this, that is 6.38 6.38 10 to the power 6 meters. Again I have divided it. Now I'll find n. What will I do? I'll use calculator over here. So this is actually the calculator, and we will use 3.84 expand plus 8 divided by, that is 6.38 expand plus 6. And what will be the value of n? The value of n will be 60.18. Alright, do not round in between, that will be 60.18. Now again, what will we do? Now we'll use this value of n to find actually rho. The rho will be equals to 3 pi, that is 60.18 cube divided by, that is 6.67 10 to the power minus 11, that is the value of g, multiply by t, and t should be in seconds because we have to calculate in standard units, kg per meter cube. So that is 27.3 days. So I will actually convert it into actually seconds. So that is 27.3 days multiplied by 24 multiplied by 3600. That will be this. And our expression was, that was gt square. Alright, I have to add gt square, that is 3600. So this will turn out to be, t will turn out to be what? Again I'll use the calculator, that is 27.3 multiplied by 24, multiplied by 24 multiplied by 3600. That will turn out to be this much value, that is 2358720. Now what will I do? I'll actually use this value, that is 2358720, and I'll substitute it over here. So that is 2358720 whole square. Now I'll finally use my calculator to calculate the value of rho. That will be 3 pi multiplied by 60.18 whole cube divided by 6.67 expand minus 1 multiply by, that is the value of t, 2358720 whole square. The value turned out to be 5535, or else 5.5